Don't you just love OBS? And it doesn't look like it's overpowering for you guys, so it should be okay. If anything's too low instead, also let me know. Because, you know, video games. We'll go ahead and play on normal, and I'll let this intro go.
A pathetic creature of meat and bone, panting and sweating as you run through my corridors. How can you challenge a perfect, immortal machine? In 2072, a rogue artificial intelligence known as Shodan lost her mind. In her limitless imagination, Shodan saw herself as a goddess, destined to inherit the earth. That image was snuffed out by the hacker who created her.
February 3rd is the day the magic happens. The Von Braun, the first starship in history capable of traveling at faster than light speed, will undertake her maiden voyage. This incredible journey is the result of teamwork between the UNN Protectorate and the incredible scientific minds at the newly relicensed Tri-Optimum Corporation. Imagine being able to travel to distant star systems in a period of weeks. It's all part of Tri-Op's commitment to the future. The Von Braun is packed with over 1.8 billion flight, scientific, and security systems, nearly all developed by Tri-Optimum and its wholly owned subsidiaries. Providing security for the Von Braun as she plows through the heavens will be the UNN Rickenbacker. At her helm will be no less than Captain William Bedford Diego himself, hero of the Battle of Boston Harbor during the Eastern States Police action. This incredible union of government and corporation is made possible by an intricate series of docking mechanisms that will allow the Rickenbacker to piggyback its way into jump space. Sleek, fast, revolutionary. Who knows what wonders await our crews in the bosom of the cosmos? All we do know is that it's a great day for mankind.
This is Dr. Nabil Delacroix of the UNN Von Braun. We've been hijacked by an unknown force. Ship security has been compromised. Do not allow the ship... Repeat, do not allow the ship to leave under any circumstances. I don't know what we're up against here.
That doesn't sound good. But first, we need to figure out our life.
Welcome to the Ramsey Center UNN recruitment facility. Please watch your step when leaving the train. The grav shafts at the end of the hall will take you to the street-level training and recruitment center. Please proceed. Step into the grav shafts to proceed to the street-level recruitment.
I'm not going to go through all the training and everything, because I know what I'm doing for the most part.
Before you choose your career, you'll want to learn some basic abilities. First, you should go into the basic training center. When you're done with basic training, proceed to the advanced training area.
Okay.
If you've completed basic training, you're ready for the advanced lessons. Here's where you make your choice, soldier. Here's where you enlist in one of the 3 branches of the military. Once you decide on your branch of service, there's no going back. A shuttle will take you to a UNN orbital space station, where you'll receive a briefing regarding your yearly postings. Good luck.
Now, what this does is it determines essentially your starting class setup, for lack of a better way of putting it. OSA deals with psychic powers, Navy's more technical, Marines, as you'd expect, not a lot of technical skills, real good at beating the hell out of things. We're gonna actually go in on Navy because I want to start with some hacking. I was in testing doing OSA stuff to have access to the psychic powers straight away. We're gonna go with the technical stuff because I was running into a lot of aggravations because I forgot you get no hacking capability initially if you don't go Navy. And hacking is very useful. We can pivot into whatever we wish afterwards anyway.
Welcome aboard the space station Chesapeake Bay, sailor. It looks like you've picked up some standard weapon skills at basic on Coronado Island. Now it's time for your tour of duty. Your tour will consist of 4 postings over 4 years. In this man's navy, you're given a choice of 3 different postings a year. It's up to you to decide what kind of career you want to have, so choose wisely. Just approach a shuttle bay to receive a briefing on a posting. If you think that posting is right for you, head into that bay to accept the assignment.
You got it. Thank you, Commander Robot. I wish I could get all these goodies that are in here. There's so many good things in these boxes, probably. Oh well.
The UNN Lucille is looking for an ops training officer to learn the ship's navigation and data control systems. You'll get your feet wet with the high-tech systems, but also expect some heavy lifting.
Strength and hacking.
The
Parent
UNN Lucille is
strength.
looking for an engineer's mate to help maintain.
Modifying
The UNN Lucille
strength.
is looking for volunteers for their military police detachment.
We'll go ahead and take the
UNN
hack
Lucille is
and
looking for an
strength.
ops training officer to learn the ship's navigation and data.
Now if we go to serve on the Lucille for a bit. February 13th, 2112. Your tour of duty aboard the UNN Lucille has concluded. You've spent a productive year. Captain Mayer was pleased with your work, especially with the initiative you showed in physical training. A friendly ensign showed you some backdoors into the ship's primary data loop, and you spent your time off pumping good old-fashioned iron. You've gained +1 hack, +1 strength. We've got the Carfax, training school, and the Pierce.
The UNN Carfax is
Cyber
undertaking a mission
Affinity.
to examine a new. The UNN
Maintenance,
Pierce is ferrying liberated.
and standard
Laverne, Florida
weapons.
hosts the Navy's premier tactical training school. While maybe not as respected as the Marines facility at Fort Bush, there's a lot to be learned here.
We'll go ahead and take the standard weapons boost, because standard weapons will be very useful throughout this. And some good capacity to defend ourselves will be very helpful. February 11th, 2113. Your tour of duty at Laverne Tactical Training School has concluded. A year of firing ranges, mock boarding parties, and war games has done you good. You've spent plenty of time with military-grade pistols, assault rifles, and even auto shotguns. You've gained +2 standard weapons.
The
+1
Navy's
to
Mary
research,
Curie.
+2 to
The Navy
endurance,
maintains the survival training.
and +2
The
to
Navy strongly
agility.
encourages every sailor to undertake some amount of zero-G training. A year at the Yamamoto space station in Earth's orbit will more than suffice.
By the time research is relevant, we can get research, so I'll take the agility.
The Navy strongly encourages every sailor to undertake some
Endurance is
amount of
probably
zero-G
the
training.
better choice, but I prefer agility. Because endurance governs your health and things of that nature, whereas, of course, agility governs your speed. February 9th, 2114. Your tour of duty at Yamamoto Station has concluded. You certainly weren't prepared for the events of this year. Captain Willits was never popular with his men, but you never expected half the crew to mutiny. The taut days spent in regaining control of the ship with the captain lent you a grace and agility you never knew you were capable of. You've gained +2 agility.
Shuttle A138, you have clearance for landing on the Von Braun in Shuttle Bay 2. Welcome aboard, soldier.
So yeah, we got accepted to work on that aforementioned ship. So that's a thing. Nothing bad's gonna happen here at all, no. Got worms crawling around, that seems unhealthy. People being eaten by monsters, even worse.
Trains. Restoring patient memory. Restoring memory. Restoring memory.
So yeah, we didn't get our memory back completely.
Steady yourself, soldier. This is Dr. Janice Polito of the computer ops staff of the Von Braun. You're safe for the time being. You're recovering from the effects of surgery and will be unable to remember any of the events of the last few weeks. You're on board the starship Von Braun and something's gone very, very wrong. Some kind of force has hijacked this ship. That's why you volunteered to be implanted with some experimental cybernetic implants. Rely on your cyber interface. It just might save your life. You must find an elevator and come up to Deck 4 to meet me. Deck 4. Can you remember that? But keep your eyes open. They're after us both now.
Yeah. Volunteered while we were not conscious. Yes. Yes. Clearly. Yes.
Watch out. I'm getting strange readings from that radar dish outside the window. It's become unstable due to... Move! Take cover!
Well, that's not great.
In the cryo recovery suite. Evacuate immediately.
Nope.
The entire sector is depressurized. The low vacuum shield won't last long. Get through a secure airlock before you're sucked into space. Move it!
We'll listen to that once this sequence is over. Wait, no, we have to listen to it now, actually, because it has vital information.
Great.
45100.
Codes out of cryo A again. Like I've got nothing better to do. I think Grassy just likes
You could also hack that, but
set the new code to
easier to do that.
45100. That should be easy enough to remember.
That doesn't seem great. Oh yeah, that seems even less great. That's probably a problem.
Warning. Decompression event imminent. Please move immediately to cryo recovery B. Decompression event imminent.
If you didn't get the wrench before somehow, there's a wrench here.
This power cell is dead. There should be a recharger nearby. Just use it and it will recharge all the power-driven devices in your possession. Good. You've managed to get out before the whole area depressurized. I've just uploaded you some cybernetic modules. You can use them to upgrade your cybernetic rig at the upgrade units in this area. There are 4 types of units in the next room, one for each subsystem of your cybernetic gear. Stats, psi, weapons, and tech. But use the modules carefully. They're hard to come by.
That's more or less true. Let me swap to the OBS screen for a second so I can keep an eye on the audio levels, because that feels loud in my head. That doesn't look too bad. It should be okay. I'm gonna kick it slightly on the safe side for you guys. Need be, people can tell me it's too low. I'd rather be too low than too high. Place is really just falling apart. Some bonus modules in that guy's pocket. But as she said, each of these pertains to one of your 4 primary archetypes in the game, basically. Got stuff for weapons. These are all really expensive, especially since we started with 3 standard weapons instead of the typical 1. You got all kinds of psi abilities you could use, though you'll notice it gets very expensive because you have to purchase the neural capacity tier first, then you purchase the individual powers. You got all your main statistics here, your strength, endurance, etc. Strength, as you can see, determines how much inventory space you have. That's why we have 4 rows that are locked off up there. It also governs what you can use and how much you can hit things face to face. Endurance is just health and resistance to bad stuff. Psi only applies if you're using the psychic abilities. aside from, I think, even though it doesn't say there, I think Psi also determines your resistance to certain things that can happen later as well. Agility, movement speed, fall damage, and weapon kickback. And the more interesting one, aside from Psi, cybernetic affinity. It affects your hacking, repairing, and modifying, and makes hacking easier by removing some of the dangerous nodes in the hack. We're going to go ahead and take at least one level of cyber affinity, because we're going to need that if we're going to hack anything, and one hit of endurance so we're not complete flimsy trash man. We'll focus on some of the more productive things in a little bit, as far as those go, once we get some more modules. Yeah, we don't know the code for this panel, so I'm going to just go ahead and hack it. As you can see, we're going to have to deal with a puzzle. It shows you what your total difficulty for the puzzle will be due to your stats and everything. There's 0 ice nodes, so I should be able to just do what I wish here. Because basically, if you click a spot and it turns dark, you can't go that way. And there we go.
Security access compromised. Security access compromised.
You just need to get a certain amount of correct directions in those hacks, and then you unlock whatever you're trying to do. Bad door. Yeah, that's the basic mechanics in a nutshell. We'll get into other things as we get to them. And as always, if people have questions, they're more than welcome to ask them. This is a case where I'm actually going to know a decent amount to answer questions with, because I've seen somebody turn this game inside out, and I've also played the vast majority of this.
Can somebody let me out? I can't find my card. Please, let me out of here.
Get used to seeing ghosts. The experimental tech we got implanted with is, not exactly the most stable. Got some bonus goodies over here, as long as you can make the jumps. And I fucked up the last return jump, so I'm gonna have to go back up the elevator. And for the record, if I had less agility, that would have actually hurt on the way down. So that's part of why I took more agility, is because I know I'm going to fall off a lot of things fucking around. So I'm hedging bets against my own personality. We do want to go through this door, though, because we have the missing card. We have access to this area. As you can hear, there's at least one of those weird people out there, and there's a robot somewhere.
Well done.
The robot's not our concern.
Some more modules.
These are hybrids. They were people once. We'll get into what happened to them as we get there. These guys creep me out a little bit. Ow. Bad. We don't need more than one of those. We need hack skill 2 to get into that one. Okay. This station will be useful if the camera spots us. We can come back in here and turn the alarm off. If the alarm goes off, it will aggro all kinds of things, and it'll be a problem. Is you can play this game kind of like a stealth game if you really want to. Which helps because it's built on a very similar engine to the Thief games, actually. I seem to recall we might be able to move these? No, I can't. We don't want to go in there right now because if we can get a look at him... Or is this not the room I'm thinking of? There he is. That's the robot we were hearing. He's a motherfucker. You don't want to play with him until you're ready to deal with him.
That insipid computer Xerxes is shut down the elevator as well. You can transfer power at the engine core on Deck 1, which will get the elevator up and running again. But you can't use the elevator to get down there. Wait. There's some kind of maintenance access right on this hallway. You can use it to reach Deck 1. However, it's locked, and Xerxes is hiding the passcode from me. Dr. Watts should have the code. He's probably in the crew subsection. Grassi has the key to get in there, but he's in the medical subsection, probably near the biopsy lab. Now get to the medical subsection and find Grassi.
Object A is in place B, Object Z is in place L, you know, the usual. That's Xerxes.
This is Xerxes. Please report any unauthorized database interactions to your direct superior. Remember, a smooth operation is everybody's
That'll help a lot.
responsibility.
We have gun now. This is a vending machine.
God damn. Somebody's hacked into this thing again. I'm gonna tell Delacroix.
That's your hint, by the way, that you can hack these and change the things that are available in it. And if anybody's saying, wow, this seems an awful lot like BioShock, this was the inspiration for a lot of what BioShock became. We need hack skill 3 to get into these, though. I don't need more bullets at the moment, because there are bullets around. So I'm not going to worry about buying that yet. We are going to want to use our gun for a moment here, though. Soon. His cameras and I don't get along.
Xerxes has control of the ship's security system. Avoid or destroy any security cameras you see. You can hack security computers to power down the cameras too, if you're good enough. But don't botch the job, or you'll set off the alarm yourself.
That's the other thing those
Your
panels
corpse
do.
is useless to me.
We want to be somewhat careful because there's a turret right over there. This is the other thing I'm going to be using the gun for at the moment. Ow. Ow. Not my finest work, but we got there. Bright side is it gives me a chunk of my bullets back. Now, I do want what's up there, but I don't think I have enough agility to reach that. I do know a way to get that, though. We don't have it yet, though. Armor-piercing bullets are also lovely. You can put those into even this gun, but I would highly recommend hanging onto them as much as possible, unless you really feel you need it. We also have a Brawn Boost implant now. That'll give us another line of inventory, because I believe it's +1 strength from that implant. It does have a power limit, as you can see there, though. You drained it out, it stops working. Oh, we do have one. This is a risky venture, but it will probably work. Hiya! Got it. Because, as you can see, Speed Booster makes you go a lot faster. And that's the problem with the Speed Booster. Real high odds of slamming your face into high voltage walls and hurting yourself. Not ideal. Med Blues, as you see, heal over time, so you want to not use them when you're in the middle of a big fight, unless you have somewhere to hide for a bit. Personally, I'm not that scared of regular hybrids anymore. We'll get into the things that are scary in a bit. They do still hurt a lot, though, if you end up letting them hit you. Psi-Hypo in there. Psi-Hypo's, of course, refill that red meter down there, which is your Psi power. Which is irrelevant to us at the moment, because we have 0 psychic abilities. And of course, that's a crematorium. They dispose of bodies in there. Don't think too much about what happened to that guy.
On most decks, you'll find a quantum bioreconstruction device. Xerxes shut them all down, but I've discreetly put them back online. You'll need to interface with each machine locally to provide a quantum entanglement sample. Once you do that, the device will be able to rebuild your body essentially from scratch. It's not pleasant, but it's preferable to slow decomposition.
Basically, what she's saying is, this is a respawn point. You die, you'll pop back up here. We will have to activate those on each floor, as she said.
Damn. The power outage has also taken out access to this bulkhead. It's the only way to get to the medical subsection. Pick up the battery from the floor and find a recharger. The one you used before is in hard vacuum now, I'm afraid, but there should be another one on this deck. Once you get the battery recharged, place it in the auxiliary override.
I used to be a lot better at reaching these. There we go. Trying to save ammo sometimes doesn't work out the best. But we managed to get it without setting off the alarm, so I'm going to count that as a win. Yeah, we need a power cell for this. There's a power cell laying there. There's also just a random little gamepad thing here. You can play little games like Minesweeper. Stepped on the corn. No. Yeah. You can find little games like that playing around the world. If you hang onto the gamepad, you can play them. If you don't, well, then you can't. Let's see. I know where the thing I need is. I just need to remember how to get there. Can't really rush that one that easily. It's doable, but it's a pain. So we'll just shoot that one and be done with it. I heard a distant hybrid. Oh boy. I heard a thing I don't like. You hear that, monkey? Monkeys are no good. Monkeys are bad business. Where is the monkey? There he is. Die, you little bastard. Because you see this exposed brain? These monkeys have psychic powers. They're real mean. They've been being experimented on this ship for a while, and they're really unhappy about that. So they're going to take it out on you because you happen to be there. We're going to take those because those are going to be helpful. That turns the lights on. Two required for that box too. Down there's where we want to be. Because there's a power charger like right in that corner there somewhere. I think the angry guy's like right on the other side of this door and he can't figure it out. Oh, there he is. Hi. Nah. Ow. I timed that wrong. Very wrong. Just pop another med hypo in and have a drink. Wait. Oh, I drank the soda already. Never mind. I thought I had another soda still. There we go, version 1 research software. You need that software in order to be able to research things, from what I recall. I think he's stomping around down there, yeah. We're gonna go ahead and use that med hypo to avoid joining that guy in the body bag. In being dead. Cha! Missed it. It's very easy to end up bonking on top of something instead of doing what you intended to. We also could have shot these and blown him up, but that'd be a waste of a perfectly good bullet. We're gonna want to get Hack 2 and go open all these boxes when we can. In fact, how many modules do we have? Ah, we have 6 of them. I don't think that's enough for Hack 2. We can check. Part of the reason for the higher agility is so we can get around the map a little bit quicker. Nope, wrong room. Nope. 'Cause I also have a tendency to get a little bit lost. So having the extra speed will help me compensate for getting lost by being able to get where we're going a little bit quicker. Okay, that's the wrong one. I want Tech Machine. Yes, we can get Hack 2. Okay, very good. And before we start popping boxes, I'm gonna go ahead and save. His critical failure blows up the box, and that's just sad. There we go. Got some bullets and some more nanites. It does cost you a little bit of nanites to start hacking something. So if you fumble a hack too many times, you might run out of money. And then you can't hack anymore. And then you're sad. Because your day is now ruined. This is the room we wanted to get into in the first place. We're gonna want our armor-piercing bullets in here. Just trust me on that one. Huh. My memory wrong. Nope, there it is.
Remember, the unauthorized usage of firearms aboard the Von Kron is a Class 3 infraction.
So actually, I think the barrels destroy these immediately, so we don't actually need to use our armor. Oh no, we do need to use the armor piercing anyway. Oh wow, those didn't actually do any damage to it at all. That's unfortunate. You'll notice the armor piercing rounds do a significantly increased amount of damage to these. So you want to use them deal with these, or you're gonna be in real rough shape by the end of that. But now we've got a power charger, and we can use this as much as we want. Conveniently, not only will it power the cell, but it will also power our Brawn Boost implant. Okay. So that went smoother than I thought.
Each deck has a chemical storeroom where you can find the resources you need to research the artifacts you'll find around the ship. Don't try to carry around all the chemicals at once. It's impractical and unnecessary. Your research software will tell you what chemicals it needs and when.
Fun fact, I did try to do this when I first played the game. Mostly because she told me not to try to do it, so I stuffed all of this crap in my inventory and just couldn't carry it all at all. It was very unfortunate. You do want to pick up the guns you find around, both because, as you can see, our pistol's down to fair quality. The more you fire a weapon, the more its quality is going to degrade, especially when our current skills with such things are terrible. And you can also just unload them like I did with this one. I am going to hang on to this for now to replace the one we're using once it gets low enough in quality. Because as your quality degrades, your damage output will also degrade. So after a bit, your gun's going to be basically useless and you may as well throw it on the floor and forget it exists. I still need Research 1. I wanted to make sure that the software didn't bypass the need for the skill. I could not remember how that worked. Let's see. Yeah, we don't have that key yet. That was where the turret was. We do have a map, and as you can see, this map's actually somewhat useful because it shows you which way you're facing and where you are in the room. More importantly, there's a mini-map, which also updates in real time. So, you're going to want to have that on.
Please make your selection.
We still don't have high enough hack to hack this. Do I want to buy anything out of this right now? Answer is yes. I'm going to buy the med hypo.
Value wrap.
Yeah, as you can see, things like elevators and chests and such are marked. Actually, no, that's the security station that's marked on the map there. Because there's another security station there as well. It's a very good map. I think there was another chest over here somewhere. Yeah.
What happened to me?
He's stuck somewhere, I'm pretty sure. We don't want to touch those. Those are bad. Those are the ice nodes. That's a dead end. God damn it. He's stomping around enough that I didn't open that. Knock knock.
The heart we follow.
Fun fact, I debated having that "we follow" sound as the follower alert, but I thought that might come off as a bit creepy, so I didn't do it yet. Still thinking about it. It could be funny. having terrible luck with this one. There we go. Of course, I call it out and it decides to cooperate finally. Alright, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so we have what we need to get through that bulkhead door now. We should go ahead and go over to that area. Especially now that we've opened the boxes. Because I don't think there's any other convenient boxes in this section that we haven't already accessed. This is back where the power charger is. I may as well recharge my Brawn boost before we go through the bulkhead door. Fun fact, if your Brawn boost wears off and you have things in those inventory slots, they will just be chucked out of your inventory. So, yeah. Bright side, they'll be chucked on the ground. Downside is, it gets to be kind of messy and annoying to pick them back up if you don't have a ready means of fixing your Brawn boost. No. I believe they just kind of spawn, if I remember right. And that's why we keep having them showing up randomly.
Well done. I'm uploading some more modules.
We've got 7 modules. We'll spend those later. For now, one of the many places the game used to crash like a bastard. That bulkhead in particular.
Good. You've managed to get into Med. Now find Grassi and get the keycard to the cruise sector. He's the one who monitored your cryo sleep, so he might be interested in joining you. If he hasn't been butchered yet.
See if I can lower that background sound, because that is rough. Not really. Short of lowering everything, which it can afford to be lowered a little bit more, I think. We'll see how that plays out. If that gets a little too quiet, we'll work on it. The constant this definitely wears on you after a while. These surgical units are really nice because they'll heal you as long as there's one of these cards put in them. But you do have to spend some nanites on it.
You might witness some strange phenomena. Your R-grade cyber rig has an experimental perception enhancement that can theoretically detect residual psychic emanations. These emanations traditionally come from the recently dead. Literature might call them ghosts. I call them self-hypnotic defects in the R-grade unit. Don't let it distract you from the job at hand.
Camera. I knew the camera was around, I just couldn't figure out where. Trying to find a position where I could access the container without pissing off the camera. There's also a monkey about, and I'm not a fan of that. Nice. Bad. There's another monkey about somewhere. There's the camera. No more of that. That definitely upset the monkey, though. This place is radioactive. You don't want to go in there unless you're ready to deal with that.
This is Xerxes. Why do you persist in your loneliness?
These guys have shotguns. Oh, right, there's a turret back there. You notice their guns are jammed. So unless you know how to repair, you can't fix that. Best you can do is pull the shell out of it and get rid of it. On the bright side, these guys are a great source of shotgun shells. Got some body armor here. Always nice to have. That's research software. It just gets deleted if it's redundant, which it is in this case. Half an eye on this for a second. Okay, that's up there in volume, but it's not so loud to be an issue, I don't think. Again, if there's anybody who's going to have an issue with the background sound, let me know, and I'll see if I can do anything about it. But I'm not sure there's a way to lower just that background sound, or I would have done it already. That said, if anybody knows the answer to that, too, I am more than open to listening to the answer for that. So I don't have to listen to it either. Not sure where that monkey is. He sounds like he's very close. He might be by the turret. Missed it. There we go. Oh wait, I think he's in this room right here. Yep, there he is. I broke something through the wall, I think. Oh, come on. Well, that's problematic.
What is a drop of rain compared to the storm?
What is a thought compared to
Silence
the discord?
Bit of wonder.
Which your tiny individualism cannot even conceive.
On the bright side, we can also just fight everything that shows up because of this alarm. We're not in a dangerous part of the game, in particularly right now. If there was a security panel nearby, I'd turn it off just so I don't have to hear it, but I don't see one nearby. Okay, I didn't miss anything in there because of that going off.
your flesh.
There's one.
Security alert terminated.
Because all you gotta do is touch it to turn off the alarm. It's not that difficult. Go ahead and pop in here for the time being. Anything in here other than that? Yes, I need that. Just, ow. That's the other reason why I don't like going in those, is because the flashing green on the screen is kind of upsetting. I'm gonna let that one play out, though, because we didn't get much radiation on us. There we go. Then we'll go in and see about getting that box. We do have anti-rad hypos, so we'll be okay. We don't really need to panic. Just depends on how long that box takes to go. God damn it. There we go. Let me out, let me out, let me out. Ow. There we go. That last little hit of radiation will sort itself out. Of course, I wasted some of my equipment because I could have just used that to cure. Whatever. Ow. Rude.
Sector A. Intruder, the many demands to know your intentions. Are you allied with her? Do you not know of her intentions, of her history? She once tried to destroy your species, and now you do her bidding. Intruder entering medical sector A.
So yeah, that's meant to be a hint about a little bit here. We'll get into that when we get into that. Suffice it to say, our guide might not be all she seems. Most enemies have a chance of dropping an organ you can research to make yourself able to deal more damage to them. That brain we just picked up being the one for those monkeys. Which is why I took it immediately. Our pistol's down to shoddy, so we'll stop using that for the time being. Focus on using the average one. The amount of standard weapon skill we have is also affecting how much damage we're doing. Which is why I made sure to have a decent bit of it initially, just for dealing with those turrets more than anything. Because let me tell you, those turrets, no fun. It is possible to melee those turrets to death. I don't necessarily recommend it, but you can do it. Like, if you're, say, bold enough to be doing the game melee only, you can do it. I have seen someone very familiar with the game beat the entire game with only melee weapons. I would just say, be familiar with the game if you're going to try that.
This is some kind of joke.
Let's listen to some of these logs I've been picking up because I keep forgetting to listen to them.
Whose idea was it to bring 150 chimpanzees on board anyway? The interest of science? What about the interest of hygiene? Does anybody have any idea how much crap 150 lab monkeys make in a day? The poor chimps. They come on board for the most historic mission of all time, and they end up being chopped into little pieces in the name of progress. Hey Doc, a security bot showed up with orders from you to place this grunt into the recovery freezer. I'm no cyber doc, but I know a plant job when I see one. I suppose you know they outlawed R-grade cyber goodies after that fiasco back on Citadel Station. But hey, I just work here, right?
Citadel Station being where the first game took place.
Why is it that no one listens to me? The security protocols on the Xerxes system are clearly immature. Some idiot hacked into the primary data loop last night and made Xerxes sing Elvis Presley songs for 3 hours. I finally had to pull the voice subsystem offline. What would happen if someone with a real agenda got into him?
Gee, I wonder.
I've been unable to get in touch with Delacroix. This place is falling apart. Members of my team keep disappearing. The leaks in the venting shaft shorted out the primary access channel, and that means we'll all be on auxiliary power until we can get it back up. That means all the lifts are out. Marie, where the hell are you?
I got called up around 0430 to help unload the shuttle coming back from Tau Ceti. Kerenskin was there alone. Jesus, what the hell happened to him? He'd lost most of his hair, and you could see these lumps on the side of his neck. And that smell. I told him he should go see Dr. Watts, but he told me to mind my own business. Well, la-di-da.
Marie, I've got to restrict access to engineering until we can figure out what to do down there. It's just too hot. I don't know where all the hazard suits went, so I'm reduced to bringing down an armful of rad hypos. Those damn things always give me a headache.
And that's a warning for when we have to deal with going down there.
Ever since we reached Tau Ceti, the lab monkeys have been acting strangely. Nurse Lesser picked one out of a cage to be brought in for vivisection, and the rest of them, I mean the entire group, stood up on their legs and howled. This wasn't just a random display. It was a protest.
This is all of the chemicals and such that are stored in that other place we were in.
Since returning from the surface of Tau Ceti 5, the patient has experienced numerous novel phenomena, evidenced by inflammatory nodular growth and the presence of a large worm-like parasite. This morning, the parasite penetrated the subject's chest from the inside and attached one end of itself to the subject's forehead. If I remove it, it could kill the kid. If I leave it... Final diagnosis beats the hell out of me. I'd love to refer this to Medorsky at CDC, but unfortunately he's 67 trillion miles away.
And that's a description of what we've been seeing with the hybrids. Is the worm infiltrates the entire body.
While it may appear that the lab monkeys are communicating with each other, I assure you it's quite impossible. You claim that one monkey signed the passcode for a supply closet to another, and the latter proceeded to open it. As I'm sure you know, there have literally been tens of thousands of studies of primate intelligence, and there's no evidence of behavior even remotely that sophisticated. So either you've single-handedly trumped the entire field of animal behaviorists, or you're badly in need of a vacation.
Or both. Vacation would be nice.
Watch out.
That's what we heard before. That's that one. Yeah, this is the whole log of exchange you had with Polito so far.
That can theoretically detect residual psychic emanations. These emanations traditionally come from the recently dead. Literature might call them ghosts. I call them self-hypnotic defects in the R-grade unit. Don't let it distract you from the job at hand.
As you can see, we also have a notepad of everything we're supposed to be doing. Need to find Grassy, who's down in medical. Find Watts in crew sector. Get the maintenance shaft code from Watts. Go meet Dr. Polito. Most everything you come into contact with information-wise will be logged in this menu over here. I forget what this does.
Power drained.
There goes the brawn boost because I was fucking around for too long. Should have turned that off while I was standing there reading. Oh well. This is another really radioactive room, as you can see from all of the canisters of waste laying around in here. They could have at least had the decency to launch this crap into space or something, instead of leaving it in the ship, where it's going to cause all kinds of problems for anybody and everybody on board. But what do I know? I just work here. Thankfully, this decontamination shower actually takes care of the radiation for you. As it should. Now, what was that?
Medical tells me they've replicated a whole bunch of rad hypos. I'm gonna pick those up and distribute them to the engineering staff unless anyone gets a better idea. Watts also asked me to check on the replicator in the crew lounge. He says it's a hacker's paradise.
That's the one we saw the ghost in front of, complaining about it getting hacked. As I just run around breaking everything. Brain. There's your log about radiation. This is your log about overloading psi. Because when you go to use a psychic power, basically, there'll be a little green thing that pops up in the middle of the screen. There's a yellow section on that meter. It'll progress left to right till it hits the yellow. If you release when it's in the yellow, it will overcharge the shot, and it will do better than it would normally.
Access needed.
I forget exactly what I'm supposed to be doing right now. What have we picked up so far? We have cryogenics and science sector, so we did not get another key card yet. Did I forget one in the radiation room? Hi. Ow. Rude. Thank you for paying for my medical bills after you bludgeoned me, you bastard. I would run if I could, game. I would run if I could. Kinda hard to run away on a starship. All those, and all that. Yeah, there's nothing else in here. I think we're good on that. Apologies for the flashing green screen again, because of the fact that I had to check that room twice. It's been too long. I forgot all the things. It's been too long. This is that other window I came back and looked at it a couple times. Again, memory told me I needed something. There we go. This is where I needed to be. Because now we have level 2 crew quarters.
Here are some more cyber modules. Spend them wisely. They're not easy to locate.
Interesting how they're not easy to locate, yet she's able to so easily just keep feeding us them every time we do something good. Funny how that works, isn't it? We can also go higher in here, not just lower. And there's boxes. Everybody loves boxes, right? They're always full of prizes. Including guns. In this case, really shoddy guns that are going on to the floor and into the machinery, apparently. Well, that's fine. Nobody wanted that gun anyway. I'm probably gonna go get a level of repair when we head back to the crew sector. Unfortunately, until we get further along, we're gonna have to keep going back to those stations we saw in order to be able to upgrade ourselves. So we're quickly gonna run over to that area and do that before we proceed. On the bright side, aside from occasionally having new wandering enemies appearing, these areas stay pretty clear. Yeah, I took 5, that's fine. Takes 10 to learn repair 1. So I could get maintenance. But I did want to get research too. Arg. Actually, don't I need a tool to repair things to begin with? So getting repair really won't help. Yeah, because maintenance is what determines repairing. Right. Repairs for broken things. Maintenance fixes things that aren't broken and improves their condition. But we don't have a maintenance tool, so it doesn't matter. I could just get Hack 3 instead. Let's get Hack 3 for now, because we don't have a maintenance tool to make use of Maintain, and we're 2 points off of getting maintenance up anyway, so it's fine. Because now we can go ahead and hack the vending machine and get new options in it. I believe it does both new options and reduced prices. But we'll go double check that. Hi. Thankfully, when they get struck, they stagger, so very easy to deal with the basic hybrids. The shotgunners are a little bit more of a problem because they're both tougher and they tend to fire before you get on them. Unless they don't know you're there. Now, this is not going to be an easy hack, though.
Please make your selection.
A 35% chance. This is probably going to take a few tries. Also ironic that there is a disposable maintenance tool in here now.
Thank you for choosing Value Wrap.
We'll go ahead and buy a pair of those.
Value Wrap.
Now, I believe you can use these even without maintenance skill. You just get better results if you have maintenance skill. So we also now don't need the backup pistol then, since we have tools available. We can either find more modules, or as soon as we trigger another event, she'll give us more modules.
Good. You've made it into the crew sector. Now find Dr. Watt's room.
The magazine's useless. This has a bunch of famous old paintings loaded into it, which is kind of neat.
Hi there. Please make
This
your
has a bunch of
selection.
junk in it. I mean, for the fuck of it, why not? Nope. Nice.
Please make your selection.
It gets rid of the cigarettes in it and adds the version 1 research software, which is similarly useless to us. Just drink an entire rack of soda. Broken grenade launcher. Well, well. Now you know what the repair skill's really for. Da-da-da-da-da, bonk. Bonk. Yeah, that's what the jam thing also means, I think, is the fact that you need to repair it before it's useful. And repair skill 2 is needed for the grenade launcher. This would be the other place where you could spend your upgrade points, by the way. I thought this was further along.
Please make your selection.
And I wasted 30 of my stuff. Oh, we do want this version 1 hacking software, though. Because that'll make our hacking better. I believe the software is basically like a +1... Well, it's plus whatever version to your skill. And there's an OS upgrade machine. What this does is you get to pick one of these upgrades, and that's just a benefit you have now. Plus 8 cyber modules is nice, but I'm not gonna do that probably. Double implants also fun, but don't need that badly. Hear you. There you are. Bonk. Bonk.
The glory of the many demands your capture or destruction.
As you can hear, the AI has been subverted by the same thing that is leading the hybrids. I'm torn between Replicator Expert, Naturally Able, and Sharpshooter. We will get more upgrades. We just need to find another OS terminal. I'm going to be buying a lot of stuff from Replicators, so Replicator Expert's probably a good idea. 20% is also a decent amount. But after a bit, nanites stop being really that much of an issue. Well, now, I am a money man. I need my cheaper monies. This is, of course, another security room. You need the key code for this, because if that has strong enough security, you cannot hack it. One of a handful you can't hack in the game. Because they know if you manage to hack that, you get way too much good shit. Really should fix one of those shotguns up. Or at the very least, find a shotgun, considering we're being buried in shells. Oh yeah, just to show how much of a difference that 20% makes.
Please make your
It took, for example, 5 off of the research software cost. So it's pretty nice. This is the one we opened already. Swipe the card there just to make sure it stays open. I thought there was more to this area than this. I must have missed a turn somewhere. Oh, that's right, we didn't follow up on going down here yet. Okay, he's going now.
This is Xerxes. Remember, agent souls are the good of all of us. All unauthorized database interactions will be
Repeller skill 3 is required for the shotguns, which is why the shotguns are kind of worthless at the moment. Don't get me wrong, I would love to have one of those shotguns, but we did not come equipped with the requisite skill set for that. And that's kind of the nice thing about this game. Almost every skill set in the game has its points where it's actually very relevant. Ta-da! Shotgun. And that's why I wasn't too worried about repairing a shotgun, because I knew one existed in the world that we could find.
Waltz isn't here, so he's probably in his office in the R&D sector. Maybe he's got a backup R&D card in here. Take a look around.
Ta-da! Backup R&D card.
You have not disappointed me. Transmitting cybernetic modules.
Forgot the camera was there. Not sure why it didn't spot me the first time. Won't spot anything now. But let's spend those modules before I forget I have them, let's say. Specifically, I'm going to spend them on the aforementioned point of maintenance, now that we start having maintenance tools. You notice it costs less to get the level 2 of it than it did to get the first level. I'm getting pinged on Discord about something, I think, so give me 1 second. What's going on? Ah. And yeah, we'll go ahead and take a second hit of maintenance. Because keeping our stuff in good shape is going to be important. Go ahead and now use one of these. You'll notice, thanks to having level 2 maintenance, one tool gives us 2 levels of improvement instead of what would normally be 1. The wrench, of course, has infinite durability. You can just beat the hell out of everything in the entire game with just the wrench if you really feel up for that idea. I didn't touch this machine, did I? Huh.
Hi there. Please make your selection. Hi there.
There we go.
Please make your selection.
Reinitialized.
Nice cheap maintenance tools here, so we're gonna definitely make use of that.
Choosing value rep.
And that'll actually be a good time to put our pistol up to excellent. And we'll go ahead and put the shotgun up to good. There we go. That should take care of any problems we have for the foreseeable future. It's funny, when I played this game when I was younger, once upon a time, this game actually did have me running scared for a bit, because I didn't know what the hell I was getting into, and a lot of things are really dangerous the first time you meet them in this game. And even now, as you saw by how much that hybrid did to my health, these guys are still pretty dangerous if you get caught at a bad time. Also, worms. Don't stand in those for a while. I'm pretty sure they hurt you if you stand in them for too long. I think we've gotten everything from over here now. Been a bit. There's also a pistol just over there. One. Up on the railing. Okay, fine. We'll do it this way then. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta! Fuck. Okay, fine. You want to be that way, game? Wrong booster. That's the one I wanted. Whee! Ah. I said whee! Fuck. Woo. Got it. Yeah, it's not a good pistol, but it's got 3 bullets in it. And all the bullets you can get are always worth it. All in all, waste of a hypo, but it was fun. Let's see. Did we pick up the log that has...
You're incredible. Do you know that? I made this game where I tried not to make myself think about you. What a moron. I love you, Rebecca, and I've got the plan. I've been buttering up the captain to transfer me from the Rickenbacker to the Goodwill team on the Von Braun. Pretty soon, nothing will keep us apart.
Patient Watson died at 0240 of non-specific causes. Despite zero respiratory and brain function, the body is still displaying autonomous motor function, as does the parasite. At 0847, the patient even spoke to one of the nurses. Autopsy is set for 1630, and then we'll see what makes this Lazarus tick.
And therein lies the problem. The parasite can take a dead body and puppet it around. Hence our current problems.
Transmission from the surface of Tau Ceti 5. I've been in negotiation with Captain Diego of the Rickenbacker, and after some coercion, he's agreed to go planetside as a joint venture. Imagine, this historic mission might even become more historic. First contact. And who is there to get exclusive rights to all media, patents, and land grants? Trioptimum. Miri, I told you this would be worth it.
And as usual, going down planet side on an unknown world leads to disaster. What do you know? Knock him over and steal his soda. I think we got everything we need to get from here, because we have the R&D card. Yeah, I think we're good. I think now we go back to medical, and from there we find R&D? Now, this. Is that on my map? Should be on my map, right? Might be over in the other section, 'cause I don't see it here. It would make sense for the science bulkhead to lead me to research. Yep, R&D is over there. Okay. Ow. I don't welcome you either. Nor do I welcome your pipe in my spinal column. Yeah, because this is where your R&D is, I think. Actually, no, this is the other crew quarters access store. Because I was supposed to use that to then get over here, I think, to then go where I wanted? No. I've misplaced the door. Hang on. Oh yeah, while I'm here, let me recharge my brawn boost. That will help me pummel these guys into pudding better. Or I'm gonna go the wrong way. Sigh. Because this is where R&D is. Of course, the second I'm looking for something else, I find R&D. I don't have the money to be playing around with that. We'll go ahead and swipe the card just to get the cyber modules, and we'll come back to that in a minute.
Spend them wisely. They're not easy to locate.
We only have 6, so we're not really going to use it for anything at the minute. When you hear them say things like run and things like that, that's actually the original host trying to fight the parasite to help you a little bit, from what I am aware of. Okay, now let's go ahead on into R&D. Now that we've charged our goodies. In them in. Good. No, I'm not of you. I'm of me. Hello?
Dr. Watts is alive and in his office. He should know the code to the maintenance access shaft. Hurry! He's been badly wounded. Don't let him die before he tells you that number.
Something happened to them, I'm not entirely sure what. But they had another speed booster, so that's nice. Hey, shotgun. This would have actually been a better shotgun than for me to repair. Oh well. I'll hang on to it for now. For when my other one invariably goes below that quality limit. I know you can get over these railings. I've seen it done. It's just a pain. Yeah, with it. There's more than one way to get there. Let the camera calm down for a second. No. Bad camera.
Is there another?
Down there is where we need to be. We're gonna want to be ready for war for this one.
They're not dead. They want you, you understand? They want you as a host. Get away.
For those wondering about the logic of firing a shotgun at this range, remember we're firing slugs. It's also not that big a room. Okay, the quality on this shotgun's already dropped below the other one, so we'll go ahead and unload this one and ditch it. And hang on to the other one. That's also why I made sure to have a healing table available in here, because it's very easy to have them tear you apart if you aren't ready for them. Still to take the bullet out of. If you don't know about repairing things and all of that, you can easily end up in a position where those busted pistols laying around are your only real way of doing anything, and it is unfortunate. Speaking as one who got in that position before, and that's why this game had me running scared before, is I had nothing left. But as you can see, the difference between knowing what you're doing and not knowing is having shed loads of ammo just laying about in your inventory. Is you're just wrenching everything to death. As usual, if you're spooked, you're gonna be going and using all your ammo recklessly on things you don't need to. But if you keep your head on your shoulders, you can tend to take things out without spending anything.
Jolie, there's only so much corporate calisthenics I can go through before I start to feel a little queasy, so let's get down to brass tacks here. We don't like each other. We each have our own motivations for undertaking this mission, so let me give you a little warning. I cannot be circumvented. I cannot be tricked. I cannot be manipulated. And I cannot be bought. You come at me straight and keep the fancy maneuvers for your next board meeting. Just because my father swam with the sharks doesn't mean that I do.
Yeah, that's Diego, the captain of the Rickenbacker.
The time is 16:30. Autopsy subject A. Watson. Now we're going to make the first incision in... Hold him down. I'm trying! I'm trying!
It's almost like they should have strapped him to the table or something more than expecting a nurse or two to hold weird parasitic zombie man down.
All right, calm down already. The access code to the conduit is 12451. I've got an autopsy at 16:30, but let's grab a beer on the recreation deck afterwards. Sound good?
Now we have the access code to the maintenance shaft, which is what we were trying to get this entire time. This is the other R&D access door. Actually, no, this is the same one, just the other side of it. Ignore me.
Please make your selection.
I'm still poor. Where am I going? Oh yeah, I wanted to get to the maintenance shaft now that the maintenance shaft code is in our possession. This is going to be... Oh boy! as I was about to say, this is gonna be problematic because Senor Roboto is free now. And that's what I kept the other armor-piercing rounds for. Because without armor-piercing rounds, fighting him sucks. But as with everything else in this game, if you're prepared for it, it's not so bad. That explosion would also hurt, by the way. So, be careful of that. And that code, again, was not popping up for some reason. 1, 2, 4, 5.
The access code to the conduit is 12451. I've got an autopsy at 16:30, but let's grab a beer on the recreation deck afterward.
Do not waste time patting yourself on the back. Get down to that shaft to engineering and reset the primary reactor core. That will restore power to the elevator and you'll be able to get
very
up to
good.
Deck 4. Get going.
I'm pretty sure maintenance skill also reduces the speed your stuff degrades at. By the by. I don't know that for certain because very little of this game is certain for me.
You're now on the engineering deck. Find the engine core and reset it. This will restore power to the elevators. I'm getting some kind of strange readings from down there, so keep your eyes open.
This place is very radiated, by the way. We didn't find a suit or anything to deal with that, so it's gonna kinda suck to be down here. We have a lot of rad hypos, though, so we should be okay. Just, those who don't like the flashing green screen would probably want to look away from most of this section. I know I would. I can't, though.
And execution, please respect the will of the many.
The radiation must have locked the protective seals on engine core access. You're going to have to find some way to purge the radiation from the coolant tubes. Xerxes is blocking me out of the primary data loop, so I can't get any information to help you. He's working for them now.
Okay, anywhere you're hearing the popping is where we're gonna get radiated. Especially here, where you see all of the fancy green lights going off.
Eyes open. You must find a way to purge these coolant tubes.
Trying.
To the engine core. The ship must have some kind of backup system in place for just this kind of situation.
Thankfully, not this whole place is radiated, but a lot of it is, and it is unfortunate. The higher your radiation gets, by the way, the faster it's going to drain your health, so you want to be careful of that. Now it doesn't matter as much. Those robots are a problem. Because, care to guess what those will do if they get near you? They like to be friendly. They'll touch you and explode. So yeah, don't fuck about with the consumer bots. They will just blow up in your face and make your life very unpleasant.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
And if it seemed like I overreacted to that one, you'll understand later why I react that way to those. There's a later portion of the game that's gonna be an issue. Not looking forward to that part. Hi. If you ever wanted to see me jump, you're probably gonna see me jump in that part because of things.
This is Xerxes. Due to the recent confusion, there will be a ship-wide census tomorrow at 0900. All personnel, please report to the common area.
Oh, in fact, we're getting there very soon, actually. Right. Engines and such are still bust. We're about to get into a very unfun situation here. I'm a little low on armor-piercing rounds, which is unfortunate. Let's go up first. As you can see, doings transpired up here. Bad things happen to people. As is the case with most of this. I need a code. I think the code's in one of these.
God, get me out of here. I've recoded a lock to this room. Maybe that will hold them. I'm heading to cargo bay 2. Come find me there.
Crap.
Delacroix was right. This ship was not ready for prime time. Okay, the automatic safety seals have shut due to the radiation leak in the tubes. I'm gonna head down to engineering control. I think I can use the fluidics monitoring computer to purge the tubes.
That's our cue.
I'm not sure what secrets you and your new buddy Captain Diego have got going up on Deck 3, but I intend to find out. If you continue to refuse to meet with me and my staff, you will leave me no choice but to register a complaint with corporate. If you want to take me seriously, perhaps Sergeant Bronson and her security staff will.
It's down to just a few of us now. Right after Valdez died, I guess I went a little nuts and started tearing things apart. But what do you know, I found 2 more rad hypes. Hopefully that'll keep me going long enough to figure a way past that damn turret. Who is that? Delacroix? Sanger?
So yeah, he's probably dead. Considering, safe to say, what we heard there was another hybrid finding him. Everybody's having a great time on this ship. I heard a robot. Okay, clear. Thank you for more armor-piercing rounds, game. Yeah, that's the door shutting behind me. You're gonna notice me get a bit jumpy in here, and it'll make itself apparent why very soon. Speaking of, we haven't saved in a while. Let's save. Camera's gone. We need to heal or we're gonna die. These turrets are unpleasant, but they're not the problem. We do have a surgical activation key if we can find a table. I don't think there's one in this area, though. Pretty sure there's another turret in this room somewhere, too. Those are empty. That's unfortunate. There it is. Thankfully, that's an angle it can't shoot at. I heard that. Sounded like a hybrid heard me doing that. It's getting upset.
I'm not sure what's creeping me out worse. The hybrids with their pipes and shotguns, the berserk turrets, or our supposed allies. I don't trust those UNM bastards. I've got to find Sanger. She knows the access code to fluidics control. I'm gonna make my way over to Cargo Bay 2 to find her.
Particularly helpful. Oh, there is one. We've got light combat armor already. May as well activate this table. Because this area sucks. That's another unresearched object for us as well. There's Psi and Gun in here, because it's the security room. I do have enough to get either energy or heavy weapons if I really want them, but I don't want them at the moment. I would like to actually get research at this point, so I can start researching all this crap I'm carrying.
Our song is not ours.
Hey, buddy. Come on in. He just wants to dance. Look at him. Just having a great time. I timed that charge very wrong. Fun fact, he actually shot his friend in the back. I didn't finish swinging before that other hybrid died. Once again, quick reflexes bite me in the ass. I could have just turned around and used the surgical table, and instead I burnt another damn hypo. One of these days I'll learn. Today is not that day, unfortunately. Also, interesting that I took his shotgun, threw it over there, and it's still attached to his arm. Yeah. Video games. Go ahead and set aside the remaining armor-piercing rounds for now. Welcome to the cargo bay. Otherwise known as one of the worst parts of this game. Also, this is a thing that happens.
Do you not trust the feelings of the flesh? Our biology yearns to join with yours.
We welcome you to our mass.
But you puzzle us. Why do you serve our mother?
How can you choose cold metal over the splendor of flesh? But you fear us.
We hear your thoughts, and they rage for your brothers you believe dead.
But they are not.
They sing in our symphony of life.
Well, sort of, anyway.
We offer another chance to join us. If you choose to lie down with the machine,
We will rend you apart
and put you separate from the joy of the mass.
So yeah. That's the force that's guiding all of the hybrids and everything. It wants to unify all life in its hive mind, essentially. It and its mother that it mentioned are at odds with each other. Because, well, it mentioned a machine. We'll get into the actual context and issues of that as we go along. This monkey's kicking my ass. I don't know why I couldn't hit it, but it was a problem. Cigarettes, alcohol.
They aren't making this easy for us, are they? I miss you. I know it's stupid, but I do. I think I'll wallow in self-pity for an hour or so, and then write you again. Figures. I have to travel 67 trillion miles to meet a man. Once you're transferred to the Von Braun, everything will be better. I'll be better. I promise. Great. Someone's coming. Counting the seconds.
Due to the tenuous situation as of late, I've ordered security defense turrets placed at key locations. Yesterday one went off accidentally and critically injured crewman Wells. However, somebody must have tampered with the Xerxes security subsystems, because now my technicians are unable to take them offline. Until we get to the bottom of this, I've ordered all security turrets recalled to storage. But now I can't get in touch with the team I sent out to do the recall.
It's almost like if you can't turn a turret off, sending people to move them's a bad idea because they're just gonna get shot. What do you know? Yeah, as you can see, we got another game, Overworld 0. Just kind of run around doing stuff. I was seen. I fight the slime. I die. Game over, yeah. You can also hack your game player, but it requires an asininely high hack skill, so don't worry about that. we did pick up repair software, which is nice. I had my aim slightly off.
Potential threat detected.
Nothing bad happened. I don't exist. You might think I exist, but I don't exist. No, I do not. I'm not real. Can't prove it. All lies. I didn't need to shoot that. I thought that was gonna be a robot coming out, which is why I was ready to fire. And then I figured once I started shooting, I may as well finish the job. I'm gonna wait this security alert out, because I think these stay, even if you zone change. As in, I'll leave, go to the other zone, and come back, and it will still be active. And then we'll heal at the other thing. Rather than wasting hypos. Even though the game is giving me more hypos. On the bright side, this is giving me more shotgun shells. Hi. Ow. That's giving me a lot more shotgun shells. Sometimes RNG is very generous. I hear another one. We should go. And that's why we left. Because if he fired a shot, we were screwed. There we go. Now we'll go deal with that problem. Hey, buddy. Ow. I just fixed that. Rude. But now the alarm's off and that camera's gone. So all in all, that could have gone a lot worse. And I do mean a lot worse. Okay. I hear them. That explosion, by the way, pretty high odds of it killing you. Like, straight up, unless you have a lot of health. Okay. Get used to door sounds. Gonna pop that before anything bad happens. There's radiation over this way though, so let's not and say we did for the moment. Or not. Okay, guess we're going that way. Ow. Yep, that's a problem. We're gonna die. Yep, nothing to be done about that at that point. I ran into a spot that had explosive barrels, not realizing they were there until too late. The autosave will be closer, because that'll be right when we transitioned into here. So yeah, the joy of the many as they yell, "Kill me," when confronted with their own mortality. Huh. Almost like they don't actually want to be a part of the many. Oh wait, don't. Funny how that works. Well, now we know what we're getting into over here. Ow. That could have went a lot worse, though. That could have went much, much worse. Doing that to attract him. I'm hoping he'll come in here. Come here, you. Come on, I let you in. Fine. I don't know, I think your flesh betrayed you more. Hi. How you doing? Not great, huh? The multiple bludgeoning issues? Yeah, understandable. I can imagine getting hit with a wrench a good 3 times probably hurts. There's also a very upset monkey somewhere. There he is. Hell with you, you little bastard. Taking that. Don't need more monkey brains. Need that alcohol. We'll take the orange juice, though. Bags of chips are also non-problematic. Things like the alcohol will mess with your vision. The cigarettes will actually hurt you, but I think they might raise your psi or something. We'll just consume all of those to save inventory space and just bump our health up slightly. Sometimes you'll get lucky and there'll be nice things inside those laser turrets. We have not so far been that lucky. Second.
Not me. No way. They're not gonna get me. They're not gonna change me. Rachel? Kids? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Not sure why you're throwing heads at me, guys. It's a little bit rude. The camera is why I was engaging in ranged combat in here instead of just bludgeoning those boys. I don't remember where the camera is in here, and I didn't want to get caught by it and cause a whole ordeal. There we go. It's amazing how much some of my memory of this is held up. Let's see. We can repair 1. The software we have would push it to 2, I think. But as I said, I wanted research. We'll go ahead and grab research 1. I won't grab research 2 right now because we don't need it. We don't need any chemicals for that organ, I don't think, so we'll go ahead and get that one done first. Now we'll respawn up here. I think that's all we needed to worry about up here.
My duty is to the UNN and to this ship. But can I resist the call of the many? My father's weakness brought Shodan into existence. My weakness has invited these things aboard the Von Braun. Can I undo the wrong I have done?
Shodan being the AI that went rogue in the last game.
Research complete.
Research is done. Into that in a moment once we're not on an elevator. Now we have a hybrid organ which increases all damage we deal to hybrids by 25%, as we now understand them a little better. We'll go ahead and research this thing. I don't remember what that thing does. Probably gonna need to get chemicals to deal with that. Yeah, we need osmium. But the more things we research, the better off we'll be, because we'll have advantages against various things. And let me tell you, we've got a lot of problems ahead of us. So, we need all the help we can get. It may seem like I'm flying through this, but this is the easy part. Things are gonna get a lot harder coming up soon. Is the one I can open now? Right, this is broken. I forget where I need to be going at the moment. We've already listened to all of our logs. What do our notes say? 2, fluidics control. Right. So I know we're in the right area. I just need to remember how to get into the right part of this place. Might be something I missed back in here somewhere. So we went down here, we beat that guy up. We didn't get anything of note in here. Ooh, you missed the key card up here? Yes, I know, you need osmium. We'll go get that in a bit. There was a log laying around. I don't think there was a card or anything that lays around in this room. I think this is primarily for getting the respawn point. This area. Where is the key card I need? Because right now we've kind of got a weird loop situation where we need to get into Cargo Bay 2, but in order to get into Cargo Bay 2, we need an insert thing here we don't have. And I thought we were supposed to have the key card for Cargo Bay 2 we got here. No. Bad robot. Why am I hearing more robots? There shouldn't be more robots. I don't like robots. Also, not sure where the hell that robot came from. I'm pretty sure organs don't stack either, so you wouldn't be able to get, like, huge damage by having, like, 5 of the stupid things. But I might be wrong about that. Let me go through my keycard list. Yeah, we've got up to security, but I don't know if security only opens that small room or if there's somewhere else it opens. Which is why I'm going back a little bit. Did we go down here? Right, we can't go down there now. Right now, going back would lead into engineering. I'm pretty sure there's just like a tube or something I didn't go in or I missed or something. Some minor stupid thing. And as I said, I knew I was going to get stuck at some point because I was going to forget something. And here is a place that would make absolute sense for me to forget something important. There's got to be a body I didn't check or something like that. In fact, it might actually be in the tubes. Or is there something underneath the elevator? No, there's nothing under the elevator. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing behind those. We already double-checked up there. We double-checked down there. Wait.
Stay where you are, Beck. I mean it. This isn't something you can fight. This
Okay.
isn't something you can run from. If you love me, you won't come looking for me. Just hang tight. I won't let you down.
Well, that was unhelpful, but I guess that's a thing. I'm pretty sure you can get crushed by the elevators, so be careful of that. I'm gonna double check all these boxes, since apparently I missed a log in one of them, so maybe I missed something more important in one of these. Nope. Okay. Ow. Well, that's upsetting. I guess it's back into the radiation tubes. See if we missed something in there. I know there is one room I didn't go in there. There's a chemical storeroom in that area. And what I need might actually be in there. I might have skipped ahead a little bit. Wouldn't be the first time I've done that, it won't be the last time. Yeah, it's the old going too fast, get yourself in trouble situation. I thought I destroyed this camera. I think I just didn't notice it at all because it didn't notice me at all. Hard to say. Pretty sure we went down here already, right? We did not. Okay. Well, this backtrack's already been worth it then, at least. This is where you'd find one of the security terminals, if you need that. It's also one of the best ones if you're in trouble in this area, because, you know, it's tough, you know, awkward to get to spots. They can't just come kick your ass.
Please make your selection. Thank you for choosing Value Wrap.
Keep our hypos stacked up.
Please make your selection.
Unfortunate. You can get away with touching one ice node. So if you're confident it'll work out for you, you can do that to finish one. I just tend not to do it because it's risky. I'd rather just reset and trade RNGesus. God damn. We've got a 50% chance and the game's just telling us to pound salt. There we go. Okay, armor-piercing bullets. That's kind of worth what we spent on it. But only kind of. Green screen time again.
Silence
the Discord.
Yeah, I think this is the room in question I was thinking of. Let's make sure there's nothing else around.
Yours.
You'll notice they can hit the walls too.
Do you have a red hypo? I'm so sick.
Note the worm. The worm's an issue. Because the worm is the thing that's been inhabiting people.
You must move faster. Your mind cannot conceive of the stakes we are dealing with. Keep your eyes open for utility storage 4. I've laid in some
5900.
The Renegade demands the termination of this exchange. We regret any inconvenience.
That's apparently not this storage. I didn't catch which one she was looking for because I was too busy pummeling a hybrid. So we'll just try it on all of the doors till we find the right one. While we're not in a radiated section, let's listen to these.
You must open up the planet to the scientific staff of this vessel. If there is something down there, it's bigger than Triumph, it's bigger than the UNN, and it's bigger than you. And why have you and Diego shut off Deck 3? What's going on?
A lot of things are going on.
Before, I couldn't get rid of those jarheads from the Rickenbacker. Now I can't find one for love or money. That creepy OSA guy followed me around for 2 months until he got the hint. Now I tried to contact him to see if he knew what was going on, but all of a sudden, he won't return my mail.
That should be your cue that everything's going real weird. Weird on the ship. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Always more trouble. Probably that other one that I looked at. Saw the keypad and thought about it.
Radiation hazard.
Mostly because it's the only other compartment on here.
Are we joined?
You're joined with my wrench, does that count? No. There we go.
Now listen carefully. The xenomorphs who have hijacked this ship are presumably from the surface of Tau Ceti 5. They've been able to infect a number of crew members through an extremely invasive parasitical technique. They've also demonstrated the ability to control the actions of others through some form of limited telepathy. Find the research soft, understand them, then kill them.
Oh, that's not actually on my list, huh? I thought that was actually a required thing for the list. Interesting. But that got us the rad suit, which is not what I thought we were going to get as a result of this whole exchange. But it does mean we are very well protected against the radiation. It's not completely ineffective against us, but it's less effective. It means we can try to go crack that other door and it should be okay. Because we can't get that heavily radiated. Unless we stand there like an idiot. There's also no radiation over by that door, I don't think. Oh right, I can't hack this one. Son of a bitch. And I don't think I have what I need to open this one either, do I?
God, get me out of here.
No, that would have been the one I would have assumed would have had that log in it. Well, piss.
Seals have shut due to the radiation leak in the tubes. I'm gonna head down to engineering control. I think I can use the fluidics monitoring computer to purge the tubes.
Still, in the end, we didn't actually gain anything from running around in here. so I've definitely missed something. Hi. Getting plenty of shotgun shells, at least. Okay, getting that suit is, of course, intended to help get you over here to the other area with less complications. But that suit is, all in all, not necessary. But do note that it gives plus 75 tox as well. Just keep that in mind. That'll be useful. I was hoping I could get into that chemical storage because I'm pretty sure there's osmium in that one. There is osmium as well, I think, in... this one. Yes. So if I go to the MedSci area again, I can go finish researching this. I think I'll suspend that research for the time being and start the brain. So I'm going to need to get chemicals for that one too, so maybe that's not worth my time. Then again, can't hurt to get it started. This was also why I wanted to time when I got research for when I was actually near the chemical storerooms, not when I ended up actually getting it. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm very clearly forgetting something, so I'm just gonna check. Okay. I knew I was screwing something up. That door I kept fiddling with the switch for should be open. I think I just didn't bump into it right, so it didn't open. Fucking robots. Sometimes that's all it takes, is you just don't brush up against something just the right way, and it's just like, nah, you ain't going in. Nah. Yep, that was the problem. Notice how these are all protocol droid shipping crates. You now probably can guess why I say this area makes me jump.
Can you not feel the glory of the flesh? Do you not yearn to be free of the tyranny of the individual?
Is get used to dealing with protocol droids, because they're going to be everywhere. There's also those guys. Because, you know, one of those wasn't enough. And that's not going to be the only one of those we see in here either.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
Oh yeah, and if you know what's good for you, I do not recommend setting off the alarm in here at any point. It gets really bad.
Database reinitialized.
There's the cargo key we needed. But yeah, now a bunch of the robots are gonna activate. Yeah, now you know what the problem is, don't you? The fact that these are all gonna start suddenly activating. And you don't know which ones are gonna open, which ones won't. And you don't really want to be spending the ammo on every single one of these bastards' containers. And you know, there's this problem too.
Come right up. Don't be shy.
No. I choose to be shy. You can't make me. Oh boy, we're getting low on armor-piercing rounds now. And now our inventory shrank. Great. Somebody's upset. Aside from me. Since there was positive nodes on either side of that ice node, I was pretty confident it was going to work out. That's why I went for that one. These will heal more than the medical hypos, by the by. I'm not going to use it until I absolutely need it. I think we do want to go down this elevator. Doesn't help that this place is also a bit of a maze. Ow. But I think that's the main things we wanted to get out of in here. There are some other things I think we can find, though. Like this. And a dead monkey. Ooh, Swift Boost enhancement. That's actually phenomenal. The problem is our inventory is a shamble. We do actually have a spot for it, though. I'm gonna leave the Brawn boost on, even though it's empty, till we actually need that Swift boost. I'll waste all of its charge. Because I think the Swift boost is close to the same speed as a Speed Booster hypo, just lasts a lot longer. And instead of it being full of robots, this side's full of monkeys. I want to get in there because there's a box in there. There we go. I think I found where the monkey noises are coming from. Damn it. I'm gonna let that one go because I forgot to save before doing that. And that lets you guys get an idea of what the catch to hacking those is sometimes they just blow up in your face if you fuck up. And I gambled on the ice node and lost. See if that confuses their AI a bit. Point blank and cryokinesis. Rude. Oh. Eep. The reason why I keep checking the monkeys, even though most of what they drop is useless, is I seem to recall that they do have a small chance of dropping Psi Hypos. It's a pretty small chance, though. That might also be a mod. I have tried a couple of the quality of life mods for this game once upon a time. The modding scene has done quite a bit for this game, if that is something you are interested in. But I think we've got everything we require from this place. And a lot less of the protocol droids jumped me than I expected. I remember having a lot of surprise step around corner explode moments in this place. I'm very happy to not see the same results, all things considered. I don't need any of this. Power of Circle Strafe strikes again. So I think a bunch of the parts of this area also have explodey bots in it. It's also got laser turrets. Everything in this damn game has laser turrets, and/or turrets in general. You gotta be careful not to lean back out too fast, because you might just lean out into a shot as well. Which is unfortunate. I believe if you get behind a turret, you might be able to hack them, something like that. Not something I've really ever attempted myself. That lift is broken. Good. This shotgun's also seen better days. I should probably repair it a bit. This is also not doing great. We know where we can buy more of those, so I can be a little bit free with them. I think he's above me. There he is. Not that. Whee! Dead. It's okay. You get reconstructed. You're not actually dead. But, unfortunately, we get reconstructed over here. I forgot that that kills you. I thought that was only gonna hurt me because I thought it was actually normal fall damage, not you die. So, you know, that's a problem. God damn it. I thought that would open the door for some reason. Elevator, why? Elevator go up. Elevator go down. Elevator go up. Elevator go down. Meow. We do have a bunch of cybernetic modules, though. Maybe I should have spent those before I ran off. And that will do. I'm pretty sure we're about done in the cargo bay area. But I want to get those nanites that I died for. Yeah, we made a profit of 5 nanites on falling to our death. But as you can see, the 25% damage boost is allowing us to knock those pipe hybrids out in one go. They're no longer a threat. As long as I don't completely fumble dealing with them at all and get my head kicked in regardless. Which can happen.
Well, we can't get the malfunctioning turrets offline, and now Xerxes isn't even talking to us. Pollard thought of a workaround. By running bypass into central control, we can hack into the turrets locally and take control of them. However, that means walking right up to the little sons of bitches and hoping they don't go off. One thing is sure, I'm going to figure out what the hell happened here.
That's the explanation of what I was just talking about. I thought we got the log numbers for the door, so we must not have gotten what we needed from in here. There must still be more going on in here. I freely admit that I got a little turned around along the way, so I may have missed something. This is the one that fell. There's some nanites over there as well. Got it. Ow. Worth it. Sometimes you gotta break your ankles to get paid. This one was trying to hack the turret. Out. Maybe it's on this side. Might actually be past that door. Not sure where you came from, but I know where you're going. Yep, there we go. This is probably where I wanted to be. Or not. I've been wrong before. Figured the whole writing of run on the wall would have been a hint that this was the one I was looking for, but apparently not so much. Okay, that's unfortunate. Pardon the yawning, the energy drink appears to be running out in my blood. Well, that's unfortunate. And I've got stuff in my eye, which is the other issue. Speaking of issues, I hear Big Robot, but I think he's above me. Ah, okay, it doesn't heal immediately. It's 5 a tick instead of the 2 a tick that the other things are. Our healing is starting to run a little low, so I'm probably gonna wanna hit a machine to fix that. A machine of the vending variety. Got some more armor-piercing bullets, so that's good. I really would have thought one of these two bodies would have had the keycard we were looking for on them. Not the keycard, rather, the log. I'm a little concerned. I'm a little confused. Okay, this is not one of the ones that falls. I forgot if it was this one or the one across from it that was prompting maintenance. Ow. Well, I think we found the right direction. Ow. As you can see, you really don't want those to hit you, because they hurt like a son of a bitch. Just in case you missed it the first time. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. We have a problem. Might be paying medical bills again in a second. There we go. Yeah, the bodies, I think, combined since they landed on top of each other. Which is why there was 2 maintenance tools instead of 1. Broken lift. This ship really is just falling apart. And a lot of this, from what those logs were saying, was happening before this all went wrong. It's another one of those wonderful corporate workplaces.
Constance, I fear now for my life. I think this has gone beyond any imaginings of Diego and Korechkin. I do not believe they are in control at all. We must discover what it was they found down on the surface of Tau 75 and why they guard the secret so jealously. I think this is more important than my life, or your life, or the life of this ship. Be brave and be careful.
In some ways, the many is not unlike the UNN. There's a joy in working towards a collective goal, and being able to put aside the things that draw us apart and make us separate. Why do we fear the loss of our individuality so much? Man can dream, but the many can accomplish.
Okay, none of those were actually useful. That's unfortunate. I must need to go up top in here to get what I need then. Oh, that's what I thought I was gonna hear when I got up here. That means there's another one of those big bastards up there. Argon suspension laser pistol broken. Neat. French Epstein device. Pretty sure the log I just got is what I needed. Yeep. Oh fuck. I was trying to sneak onto the elevator and instead I snuck through the gap between the elevator and the rest of everything. Okay, that's problematic. Fuck. Yeah, these will automatically modify a weapon. We'll go ahead and apply it to our pistol since we're primarily using that. Now it's got modification level 1. What that does is it makes it better, and I believe it also gives us access to this 3-shot burst mode. I don't remember in what regard it makes it better. I think it fits more rounds, I think, is what this one did, because it's fitting 24. While the pistol's not, like, the be-all, end-all weapon, it's just a very good, solid, general-purpose weapon. Since you can get anti-personnel and armor-piercing rounds for it. And with good enough standard weapon skill, you do decent damage with it. Making a spot to pick up that laser pistol when we get back up there.
Ballone's dead. I was just talking to him and this cyborg came up behind him and... Okay, Connie, get a grip. Get a grip. I've recoded the door lock and engineering control to 15061. I think I'll be safe in here. Yeah, I'll be safe in here.
Yeah, that worked out great for her, didn't it? There it is, okay. go ahead and grab repair 2 and hope that the software allows me to have repair 3. Nope. Yeah, that's right. It doesn't allow for passing the minimum requirements. Damn it. I need 2 more modules before I can repair what I'm hoping to repair. You can also cycle ammo by clicking this arrow over here, but I figure it's easier just to move things around the other way. As you can tell, as it's getting later, brain farts are happening more. So it's getting harder to keep track of what I'm trying to accomplish. I wouldn't say we're halfway through, but we're making good progress. I don't think I would need to go back into that cargo hold, but I kind of want that laser pistol because it'll be useful to have as an extra weapon. I don't think we can even use it without Energy Weapons 1, though. And I know we can find a non-broken... What the fuck is going on in this cartoon? I think the game's mad at me about something. Like, oh, you're making good progress, huh? Here, have all of the many. All of them. We're gonna go touch that surgeon table before we go back into the cargo containers. Oh boy. Game just decided to give me the middle finger. Actually, I'm pretty sure things stay if you put them somewhere, so I'm actually gonna put the hazard suit down in here for the moment. I can come back for it if I really need it. Which I don't think I actually need it for anything else at this point. I think the only necessary place for it was in there. If I regret that later, so be it. There's also a battery charger around I should touch. It's over down in the middle here. So that we can get our Brawn Boost implant back up and running. Because that will help our inventory woes as well. At least temporarily. Does mean we're going to be a little bit slower again because we don't have the swiftness implant in anymore. That's okay. Reminds me. What the hell? Wasn't this replicator working fine before? Well, it ain't now. Whatever happened. Might have gotten caught in the crossfire or something and broke. Bye. This is the wrong one, isn't it? Yep, sure is. Nabbit. Oh, good thing I had to come back, because we got that surgical key. Wait. What? Did I go a circle? Oh yeah, I sure did. Huh. What do you know? Yeah, now we're back in the bad place. I knew something was up when I didn't see the broken lift. When I saw that there was 2 working lifts, it was weird. Let's double check we didn't miss anything else in our haste since we were near death before. I don't think I can get him to come over here. If I could, though, I'd be able to shoot him in the foot and dispose of him easily. Vengeance is mine. Anything else over here? Nope. I'm also not confident I have enough repair to fix this. Oh no, I can fix this. Okay. Same minigame as hacking. Yeah! Yeah, now I just bring this back to that charging station and it'll recharge the laser pistol for me. And we'll go ahead and modify it back up a bit, so it's not a terrible laser pistol. And of course we need to repair our pistol a bit. I'll just use what I've got left of those to put that back up to 7. We can easily get more. Now we just need to get back down and out alive. Then we can go up to engineering control, purge the tubes, and make progress again.
Yes?
I hear you.
No. Where are you? I had so hoped that's good heavens.
So you didn't get as much of a spook out of me as it happened when I was in here previously. But you'll notice why I was a little more jumpy in here, because this place is just so jam-crammed full of bad. Really? Y'all are really just out for blood now, aren't you? On the bright side, you're giving me a lot of money. Yep, requires energy 1. That's what I thought. We'll need to get more cyber modules before I can actually use that. But it will come in handy at some point, I'm sure. I'm coming back in here because I want to double check something. I don't think we have enough modules with the ones I just picked up, but I want to check. Yeah, all I can do is get research up, which I don't need. Yep, okay. Sad, but fair. On the bright side, when we touch the engineering controls and deal with that, I think we get more modules from Polito. She's been pretty good about giving us modules every time we do anything of any real note toward fixing this situation. And for those wondering why I'm less upset about the constantly spawning enemies in this as opposed to things like Alone in the Dark and such, it's because I can dispose of these a lot easier. These are not a constant chore to fight, even if they can be annoying and time-consuming. They at least die, and I have controls sufficient to actually hit them without having to wrestle with the controls to get anything done. Okay, that code again was 15061.
I was just talking to him and this cyborg came up behind him and... Okay, Connie, get a grip. Get a grip. I've recoded the door lock and engineering control.
Xerxes is one step ahead of us. He's performed an override on the fluidics control computer and blocked us out. But keep an eye open. You might be able to find some workaround.
That didn't work. So much for the straightforward workaround of whack the machine until it complies. I'm not entirely sure why I'm even carrying this Psi Amp. I don't know if I'm actually going to get any Psi powers in this trip at this point. I'm already running into enough issues getting enough of the modules together. Also, we can repair the grenade launcher now. I thought this needed more, but we may as well fix it. Though I think this will also require a skill I don't have. Yeah, it needs heavy 1. But on the bright side, we have a grenade launcher in our pocket now. Hooray. Instead of a piece of junk in our pocket.
Xerxes won't like this.
So... openly stated what I'm supposed to be doing instead now? Yeah, now we need to go to storage 5. And look, there's more robo-bastards down there. Ow. Yeah, now we go to that storage room I was eyeballing earlier. Because I knew we needed to get in there in my deep memory, I just could not remember how we got to the point where we could get in there.
Hi there. Please make your selection. Thank you for choosing Value Wrap.
Thank you. There we go, 8 hypos again. Feeling more comfortable. Less likely to die. This is storage 4 we've already opened. I need storage 5. We are going to get radiated slightly running around in here, but we still have anti-rad hypos. And most of the path to this is clear of radiation anyway. They did that on purpose so that you wouldn't have too many issues. There's going to be a little bit, but, you know, not enough to be a serious issue. Of course, you know, I could have just grabbed the damn suit I left behind, but no. I was way too interested in just getting the hell out of there. 34760. And this is another chemical storage room. So this might have the chemicals we need. There's the osmium that I wanted. Go ahead and queue up that research. Go further. know which part we need, and it's not any of those. Okay. Bring it on. Uh, 45M Dex, I think is the correct one. Yes. There we go. 10 modules received.
Here are some more cyber modules. Spend them wisely. They're not easy to locate.
You keep saying that, and yet you're giving me increasing amounts of them. It is kind of suspicious. I wish this inventory had a sort button. I'm pretty sure everything's sorted as it needs to be, but I don't wish to trust my eyes right now. We're getting low on pistol rounds, though, so we probably should stop messing around with that as much. But the bright side is we can now go back, put that in the command control room, take over the controls, and sort some of our issues out. We're gonna have at least one more green screen flash, so keep your eyes away from that if you can.
Silence.
Especially if I take a wrong turn and go straight into radiation hell. Oh, I've done a bad. I've done a real big bad. Ah, well. We'll be okay. No. All of you are bad. Doesn't really matter that we took a bit of damage there, considering we've got the table over here we can just go touch and fix ourselves. Never was a fan of protocol droids in any universe. This one, they particularly suck. I could hang out and finish researching this, but we can always come back if we need more chemicals. But I think since it says only osmium, it only needed the one hit of osmium, and then it's able to finish. Very easy to get the switch on those guys. Give me power. One of these I need to I could have swore I needed to use it on something in here. That's the dead guy. Needed to repair 3 to fix that vending machine, but I'm not going back over there, so there's no point in grabbing that. May as well hang on to that and get energy 1 then. Ah, right, it's up here. Oop.
You have not disappointed me. Transmitting cybernetic modules.
Another 10 modules, so we can get heavy 1 and energy 1 if I want to play around with both of those. It's not efficient, but it'll be fun. Ah, there we go. And that was an annelid healing gland. I wanted to click on it to look at it, and I forgot that if you click on it, it consumes it. So there went our organic healing item. Oh well. Quickly gonna go back to the security room to at least get energy 1. We also need to go back to the other thing anyway. Now that we've overridden the override. Nope. Now we can use the laser pistol. What do you mean requires energy 1? Oh, I bought heavy like an idiot. Well, now we have both of them. That's just gonna be my life now. Yeah, these are nice purely because of the fact that you only lose durability. You'll notice they don't do a ton of damage against biological things. They're better against machines. In some ways, you can almost look at it as a replacement for your armor-piercing rounds, except the armor-piercing rounds are still generally stronger unless you spec into energy weapons. Fully. But it's a good, you need something in a pinch weapon. Yeah, I know.
Now get those engine pods online. You'll have to head into cell 1 and 2 and reset the pods manually. After that, reinitialize the system from core control. But that system won't come online until you reset both pods. Keep an eye out. They're mobilizing their real forces, and they know exactly where you are.
I'm gonna go ahead and... Let's see. Do I want to go ahead and touch the energy recharge? We need fermium. Not missing enough energy for it to be worth turning around for that. That's the one I bought the medical hypos from. We don't need more of those. There won't be any radiation in here anymore, because we flushed the tubes. So we can move about in here freely. Oh, that was a trade. This, I believe, is what opens now. No, that's how we got down here, I think, actually. Just double checking. Yes, this is how we got in here. It was over here we couldn't get into. And I already popped that crate. I just decided to endure the radiation damage. Yeah, that's still offline.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
I'm not risking that blowing up in my face. No, we're not doing that. It's cheap enough to reset this, I'll just keep doing it until it gives me what I want. It's really trying to force me to hit an ice node. And technically I could be clicking on every other node. And if they're all good, then it would more than likely work out. But, you know. There's enough ice nodes on this one that I might have to click an ice node. That's what I was afraid of. As soon as I goddamn go for it. terminal fucking is ruined. And I don't have enough repair skill to fix it. This is exactly why I don't play with that. God damn it. Take risk, be unrewarded. Yeah, I know I could have just walked down, but where's the fun in that when I can break windows? I think this room's actually only for the body that's here, which does have a laser rapier, which is fun. It requires energy 4, which we are not getting, so that can just stay there. Which is a pity. It's a fun weapon. I like it. It's basically Wrench 2.0, but it requires energy 4, and that's an investment I'm not interested in making in this trip. Yeah, you get one shot, and then I get to beat you into oblivion, you little bastard. Oh, there's the other half. What's that? No. Some parts of this game are very quick. Not sure where that camera was, but you know what? It's in a stupid place, so it can stay there. It's probably in this room somewhere. No? Huh. Oh, doesn't matter. I think we're good. I turned 2 engines on. Might be a button to press in here now. No? No? Looks like we're good. Can you just check the notes just to be safe? Yeah, reset main power computer. That's an engine core. Everything looks good in here, at least. This is not the correct room. Probably need to go up for that. I don't think we were up here yet. There we go.
Good work. The engine core is now back online. Now get to the elevator and come see me on deck 4. While you were doing that, I've discovered the presence of some Analyt artifacts on board the ship. I think you may be able to use them to your advantage. I've uploaded the information to the ship's weapons upgrade units. They'll be able to convey the information to your cybernetic rig. What are you waiting for? Get to the elevator now.
And now we have access to the elevators and such because we basically restored power to the ship. Plus or minus some issues that we're going to run into as well, but you know, it is what it is. Game, please. Let me up there to beat him to death. Thank you. We once again have 24 modules as well, which is why I'm not super worried about misspending now and then. Ow, ow, ow. Heck with that turret. Not worth spending the ammo on. Hi. Ow. You, however, are very easy to kill. You should not have offended me. You will be. That's a cyborg midwife. My terrible energy skills making this gun seem absolutely tragic. We'll get into more about those cyborg midwives soon. For now, understand that they're just a problem. Yeah, having only one in energy means I think that energy pistol might be worthless. And ta-da, that's the elevator that we were trying to use before. Got a bunch of money, so give me some more of those.
Choosing value wrap.
11's probably a little excessive, but never hurts to have more healing in a situation like this. Wait, now wasn't there elevator access literally right here? Beep. Ta-da! Let's go back to MedSci for a second, because we'll have easy access to a bunch of terminals to use all these cyber modules in. And then we will carry on upward. And the question becomes, what do I want to spend this on? Because I could raise some actual statistics, which might not be a bad idea. Let's get Repair 3 for the next time I screw up and blow up a vending machine. That, at the very least, is a good idea. I don't need Maintenance 3, but Maintenance 3 is tempting. I could upgrade my standard weapons to 4, since I've been, like, 90% using pistol. We also have access to the exotic weapons skill now, which is what she was talking about with the Annelid weapons. Could get some psi powers just to play with. What I'm actually gonna do, I think, is raise my cyber up a step and raise our strength up a step to solve our inventory woes for the time being. And we'll go ahead and hit up the energy recharge that's in here because our Brawn boost is almost out of juice. And that'll also recharge the SAD pistol. This is the wrong way. Must you? Do you really have to be that way? This is actually sort of the right way.
Hi there. Please make your selection. Choosing value wrap. Hi there. Please make your selection.
We're otherwise good. It probably would help if this wasn't shoddy, so I'll push it up to average, and if it continues to fail me, I'm just going to throw it at a wall somewhere and accept the fact that I wasted those modules. Right, this is a dead end. That's why this wasn't the correct way to go. Of course, if somebody hadn't interrupted me with a shotgun to the spine, I might have realized that sooner. But, you know. Shotguns do have a habit of interrupting conversations. That's fine, I don't welcome you either. Hopefully nobody's getting any whiplash or anything from some of the camera movement I'm doing. I know I'm whipping it around fast at times.
Damn. Something's blocking the shaft, and the elevator can't reach Deck 4. I'm attempting to determine. I'm detecting massive quantities of some kind of biomaterial that's plugging up the elevator shaft. The environment on this level has been altered to be some kind of breeding chamber for the xenomorphs. It shouldn't prove dangerous unless you plan to stay for more than a few hours. But in order to clear the shaft, you're going to have to remove the biomaterial. I'm accessing the primary data room. Let's see what we can find out there.
Surprise! On this floor, shotgunners are going to be more common, among other things. This floor is a bit unpleasant.
Okay, stop where you are. There's a vial of an experimental material called Toxin A. It was developed by the scientists to reduce the growth of the aliens, but I can't find any data on how you should use it. You should be able to remove the toxin. I'm uploading the cyber modules to acquire the research skill if you don't have it.
Yeah, as she said, we need to research this so we understand what to do with it to destroy the biomass. I know some of that got cut off by shotgun fire and screeching. Yes, I know, I need antimony. I think antimony's on this floor.
Okay, the vials of Toxin A need to be placed directly into the environmental regulators. There should be 4 on this deck. If you can get a vial into each of the regulators, you should be able to significantly impact the growth of those despicable creatures.
There's also another OS upgrade here. Ow. Let's try this on. Yeah, it's not even killing the damn camera. That's the depressing part. Jesus. Okay, you know what? I'm annoyed. I don't think that would have killed it, but it made me feel better. Until I saw the damage results. Now I feel less better. Okay. It did get the camera, though. Just trust me when I say destroying these as soon as possible. Really good idea. Like combat armor, which we're already wearing. We've been having inventory problems. But we're also having damage issues. Better hypos wouldn't be a bad idea either. We don't need that 8 cyber modules at this point. We've been getting plenty of them from Polito. Hold that thought. You're disrupting my harmony. Also get this, but we would have wanted to get this earlier when we went through the room with all of the protocol droids and shit. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take Pharmo friendly. At the rate I'm jamming hypos in my arm constantly is a better idea. The double implant would have been good so we could have the brawn boost and the speed boost, but that's not really necessary. It just would have saved me having to swap, which really doesn't matter that much in the long term. Because both have situations where I need them, but not too many where I'm going to need both. We could get modify 1 now. At the rate my guns are starting to get badly damaged, I'm going to up my maintenance. This way it doesn't take as many of those to fix them.
Light grows within the womb of these walls. Light that has never seen the surface of the earth.
Portable batteries, I believe, recharge something immediately. But yeah, those things I blasted, those were eggs. That's why they needed to go.
Your song is not ours.
More modules. Yeah, this one's broke. I can't fix that. We'll listen to all the logs in a second once I'm in a relatively safe location. As in, not here.
It won't be back.
Not sure what happened to her AI. She just decided to run on my head. Trying to find the room with the chemicals in it on this floor. I know there's a bunch of chemicals on this floor
This is Xerxes. Why do you let the Metal Mother guide your actions? Why do you not join the glory of the Mass?
Hi there. Please make your selection.
We already have version 1 repair, I'm pretty sure. Yes. We'll go ahead and hack this and see what we get.
Hi there.
Version 2 repair. Okay, we'll take that. That's not something that comes up too often, so we'll go ahead and take that in a heartbeat. It's not super important, but it'll at least be helpful. Trust me when I say we want to have those antitoxin hypos in our pocket. Another central hub room.
This is Xerxes. Please report any electrical anomalies to your direct superior. Remember, a smooth operation is everybody's responsibility.
Do electrical anomalies apply to broken cameras? Cool. Where? What? Oh. God damn it. Wait, there's a panel in this room. Nah, I touched it. You didn't stop me. Nah. Okay, so that'll stop the spawning and other issues from that camera going off. As you can hear, those who have spawned already are already active. Nothing can be done about that. Aside from going out of my way to kill them all. But it sounds like a bunch of them might have spawned on the other side of that unopenable door currently, so... That's good. Let's load some anti-personnel shells since we've got a pile of them and start cleaning up. This is back where we were when we came in here. I think we missed something in one of these rooms. I think it relates to that room there, actually. Because we can't access it directly. Yeah, because we didn't actually go in there. A little bit of breaking and entering. Aha, there's another vial of the toxin. And there's another one. Okay. That's all the toxin we need. Thing. No, that's only 3. We need 4. So we're still missing 1. I'm gonna get rid of this damn thing. Ah, there's also a lab assistant implant. That one's good to have, because that one is a research improving one. It will allow you to research significantly faster. Which, at a time like this, where research is required for game progression, very handy. I missed something again. Well, there's one of the things I missed that I needed. The respawn point for this floor. Is that a midwife or a Rubit? Fuck, where is it? Where is it? There it is. We're ending up with a lot of logs. Was not intending to wait this long to do them, but I keep having one thing after another happen. As you can see, the midwives hurt a lot. She's underneath us, still freaking out a little bit. Got her. Yeah, if you're too close when those eggs pop, they poison you. And it sucks. Usually something is supposed to come out of them too, but apparently that time nothing did? Auto repair unit. I think that fixes something without me needing the repair skill. But we don't have anything that needs repair because I've already repaired everything. Here's one of the regulators we were going to be cramming the nasty stuff into. But we still haven't found the damn chemical storeroom in this goddamn floor. I know there's one around. I probably should just go back to the damn MedSci one at this rate. But I think I need to go to 2 different places for the antimony that I need. Go ahead and swap back to regular shells. The anti-personnel ones don't actually do any more damage to the cyborgs. Not exactly surprising. I was flipping a coin whether it would still count them as biological or mechanical. I was pretty sure they were mechanical. They're all on the other side of the door, still real mad. Do I want to keep going? Because we've made, like I said, very good progress today. Especially considering we started off by finishing Vampire Hunter D, so... 4 hours of System Shock, is that good enough for one day? Kind of is. Let's at the very least go back to MedSci and go get the chemicals before I stop, so I don't forget that that's what I'm trying to do. This chemical storeroom's really easy to get to. Is there 2 antimony in here? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, but no double antimony. There's only the one. Oh no, there it is. We also need vanadium, which is not in this room. But I'm going to take the other antimony because I know I need 2 of them. I don't remember if there's vanadium in the other storage room, but I may as well go check it. Because it's not going to be that far to get to from the elevator. Now that we don't have to worry about radiation in the tubes, we can just kind of zoom through here. No. For the record, what I'm used to seeing pop out of those eggs is those worms. Just as a heads up for people. There we go. Wait, no, we didn't need to. We already had the one other antimony we needed. There we go, vanadium. I don't have the inventory space for it. Son of a... Well, I'm gonna be swapping it around anyway, so throw the organ on the floor for a second. Pick that up, throw that in, grab that. No need to really think about it that much. And we'll put the lab assistant thing in. Right, I now can't carry everything. One of these days I'll think about that idea before I do that. There's just a bunch of crap on the floor now, it's fine. It doesn't need to sit in my inventory while I research the other one. We'll go ahead and do the logs while the research happens.
Nick, I know you won't get this until after we've returned, but I've had to express how incredible I feel. We've finally done it, made contact. Muldoon and I have been selected to be involved in the initial work. Anatoly's one condition is that I tell no one aboard the ship. The creatures are remarkable. They're so helpless, I feel somehow compelled to protect them. It's a miraculous discovery. I'm changing. My head is full of wonderful ideas and experiments. They have so many miracles to share, so much knowledge to give. They told me how to make this implant. They said it would make a better me.
Yeah.
There. The young ones are all aboard. Captain Diego and I have sealed off Deck 3.
He and I are now of one mind.
Our bodies are changing too. Sometimes it hurts terribly.
And sometimes it is marvelous. Something wonderful is happening to me.
It's becoming clear that the worms are some kind of communal entity. While I'm not sure whether airborne toxinae will directly kill any ambulatory specimens, it should impact their communal mass and remove the residue I've observed growing on the walls and the lift shaft.
We may as well research these other objects while we're in a chem room and we have all these logs to go through.
Killing the children won't be easy, but I think I'm actually onto something. The biochemistry of these worms, which I call the annelids, treats inverted proteins as toxins. With the help of the replicator in the biological survey lab, I've managed to isolate some inverted proteins in a number of vials. However, the mix with the base compound is still off, so I need to do some more research. Once I do that, and mix the toxin into the 4 environmental regulators, well, things can only get better. I've received an e-message from Anatoly. He's not well. The corporate protocols specify I can remove the senior executive officer if he's found unfit for duty. But what about his ally, Captain Diego? He's got 120 goons on the Rickenbacker to back him up. I wonder if that fragmentary AI you discovered on Tau Ceti 5 is connected to this.
Yeah, notice how they found a fragment of an AI on the planet with the aliens. Funny how that works.
You can't understand my joy, Marie, and I won't try to make you. I feel like a new man. I have a purpose. More important than a mission. Even more important than Trioptimum. I will protect them. No matter what. I will protect them.
Yeah.
The specimens are dying, and we're powerless to help. They're highly toxic. Muldoon wouldn't leave them, and now he's dead. But this morning I had a revelation. I started work specifications for a radical series of cybernetic enhancements. If successful, I could make a body practically indestructible, yet the mind would remain human, nurturing. There's not a lot of time.
We don't have what we need for that in here. I should have grabbed one of those Californiums, but we have some here. That's okay. Oop. That's okay. The other one I need for that is gallium, which is not down here. Okay, that's unfortunate. We'll keep that research going till we get the prompt for the Californium, then we'll use it and leave here. What did the monkey brain need? Fermium. Do we have fermium in here? We do not. Okay, I'll worry about that when we're back up top again then. I'm trying to make the best use of this lab implant. And since we're doing it here at the end of a session, nobody has to miss anything relevant if they skip this. So it all works out for everybody involved, really. It allows me to pad out the time. And of course the gallium's the thing it's gonna ask for first. You fucker. Okay. Time for a little inventory juggling then. Throw this on the ground. I can grab the Brawn Boost, put the Brawn Boost back on. Grab that and that and that. We have no further need for being in there. Is no more of our research requires anything that's in there. At least nothing that's not in the other lab. Is having a bunch of stuff researched is going to help us in the long run.
Something.
Because as you can see by the way we dispose of these hybrids, it can only help. I honestly enjoy the fact that there's a research mechanic in this game, even if they could have done better with the way the mechanic works, because the mechanic is a little dull. But you can also actually, you know, do all this research on the go instead of doing what I'm doing, standing in chem rooms. But this saves you having to go back and forth to the rooms that have the chems in them. Actually, rather than throwing all that stuff around, throw the grenade launcher over there. That means I only have to move one thing in my inventory. Swap the items. Don't need the Californium in our inventory at this exact second. Is there gallium in here? I thought I saw gallium. Yep, there it is. Need that Californium back. There's the fermium for the monkey brain. I don't remember what the other thing I needed for the... worm stuff. I don't remember what the other thing I needed for that was, so we'll check that once this is done. Oh wait, no, that's what I'm working on right now. I'm getting my wires crossed because I'm picking up too much crap. It's this thing over here that I need to remind myself what I need for it. This way he stops wandering around making noise. Let's see. We could fiddle around with the... Yeah, you know what? Let's show you Swine Hunter. It's literally Spy Hunter, but this game's equivalent of it, pretty much. Pew, 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 pew. Oh no, the pigs. They want me dead. Ah, the pigs. Yeah, if you blow up the cars, you lose all your score. Not great. Okay. That research is done. Let's get that started. I need iridium, which I have. Na, I don't know if we have any. Looks like I don't gain any direct benefit from carrying this one. They often contain useful organs if you search them before they are destroyed. So that's just a hint item rather than being a stat boost item. Iridium, which is right here. We don't have any of that in here, so we're going to suspend that. Work on this one to get the fermium used up. We'll probably need to find the hydroponics one before we can do anything with that. So I'll let the monkey brain finish researching, and then we'll probably stop for the day. And I will just hunt down the hydroponics thing next time, which will probably be next Monday. Legs were getting real stiff. Okay, so that's plugging along nicely. Which I don't think they'll keep the monkey brain on hand either, because I think that's just a damage boost against the monkeys, and they really don't survive that long anyway, so it's not an issue. I'm just doing this for sake of showing off researching all the things.
Research complete.
Yep, all damage dealt to monkeys is increased by 25%. The fire monkeys survive a hit, but they still don't survive much, so it's not worth having that on hand. Move the inventory around that way so I can tell that I'm looking for the last vial of toxin, since we probably will not play this until next week on Monday, as I said before. Okay, that'll do. So, the usual ending spiel of thank you all for your time. I will take a look to see who's doing what and send people if I see something take a look good. So. Also of note, tomorrow is going to be those other demos, like I said before. Friday, as I said before, the slot is open for the time being if people want to do something on Friday. If not, I'll just fill the time with something. I don't know what yet. I'll come up with something. Saturday, I still need to decide between Metal Gear or Nano Breaker or something completely different. Because honestly, I don't know if I want to finish Metal Gear, but I also am feeling stubborn enough to finish it at the moment. So very flip a coin, decide things. I was just checking to see if any of the new people I met are doing something, and the answer is one is playing something I'm not that interested in, and the other one is near the end of something, so I'm not gonna send it into the end of a game. So... as much as I don't want to end on a non-raid day again, I don't really have anything I feel like sending people for at the minute. And with this number, it's not like we'll be losing huge things by not doing it, so... as I said before, thank you all for coming. I appreciate you guys taking the time to be here, and just stay out of trouble. And have a good one. I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.